Welcome along. We are checking out the new and what's up, YouTube? We're checking out the new and improved features of Live 11.1, the public beta dropping yesterday or 2 days ago. Anyway, I'm just casually going through the list of features and picking out things that are relevant to my interests. I'm sure someone's put out a pretty thorough video covering all the details, but I'm just enjoying this kind of first impression style, nothing too serious. And if you're new here, quite a few people are new people watching the videos the last couple of days. Welcome along. I try to put out one of these videos once a day of me just having a bit of fun. Could be producing, could be checking out something new. So welcome. I'm going to continue on here. I did some exploring of the shifter, so that was a lot of fun, and I've still got some ideas that I want to explore with that. I'm going to just continue on this list today of new devices. We've got the align, delay, the MIDI shaper. You know what? First up, I want to check out this new clip view because we just got a glimpse of it the other day. So here it is down on the left-hand side. So I can already tell we've got a kind of a vertical panel thing. So using the scroll wheel now, I can scroll up and down, and I like this a lot. This is a lot cleaner. It was starting to get a little bit confusing now with the multiple tabs in the, with all the envelope section and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Let's have a look at the list and see what the actual changes are. Clip view. All properties are now displaying tabs. Yes. Oh, we can change. Okay, so we can switch back to this. Okay, so even this is different, which is really, really neat. So we've got our kind of launch actions here, our clip info here, loop info, warping, gain, volume, and our envelope section. What is it like for MIDI clips? Okay, it's the same. So here's our kind of our multi-note expression, MPE stuff. Okay, that's cool. What do I like better though? Choices. I think I like this. I like it all condensed down on the side here. Has anything else changed? When clip view panels are arranged vertically, the individual tabs can be collapsed. Yep. Sample information will always appear at the top. Up here. What does clicking on this do? This is a link. Okay, so that takes it to the browser. Okay, that's real handy. I like that as well. These don't do anything, but this takes it to the browser. And this is disable. I'm not actually sure if that was in the original or not. I'm not sure if we had this little button here to disable or re-enable. I'm assuming 0 does the same thing on the clip. What if I select this? Okay, that's cool. When multiple audio clips are selected, the sample property, sample rate, blah, blah, for all samples will display in the clip view. If a value is not the same, we'll get an asterisk or a wildcard. Okay, so let's just try that to check it out. Okay, so same. What if we select a clip and a MIDI clip? Okay, so it's only giving us our clip and warp options. Okay, well that's neat. That's just a little, I don't know, workflow enhancement. I want to check out these new devices here. So let's go ahead and check out the align delay. The align delay. Align delay is a Max for Live device that delays incoming signals by samples, milliseconds, or meters and feet. It's an interesting measurement unit there. I guess that's for speaker setups. So this is a utility for, if you need to have the distance or the speed of sound, a certain speed of sound unit of measurement away. Let's just take a look at it. Let's go into audio effects and load up the align delay. There it is, real simple. So we have delay mode here, time. The time goes from 0 to 100 milliseconds. And we can do that on the left or the right, and we can link them together. Very good. We have the samples, so we can go from 0 to 200 samples. So good delay compensation stuff there, real utility driven features. And distance. So we can go from 0 to 100 meters. So we can do feet or meters. Temperature. So this is interesting. So at 100 meters, at 20 degrees Celsius, the speed of sound is going to take 291 milliseconds to travel 100 meters. Whereas if we're in negative 20 degrees Celsius, we're going to go slower at 313. There you go, a bit of physics. Don't think I actually knew that. Anyway, that's I'm not sure how that's relevant to me, but it's I'm sure we'll end up using that. Actually, you know what we could do with this? I'll tell you what. Let's build a drum loop. I'm going to go ahead and insert a drum rack here, and I'll just choose some samples from here, which I know work well together. So just the snare, a kick, a closed hat, and an open hat. So I'm just going to throw down a simple drum beat. Let's go ahead and put one in here. Let's get it playing. Bring the velocity of those up with the Alt key. Let's get a snare in there. Get some hats. Change the velocity of a couple of these. And let's duplicate those. Make this an open hat. Now I'm going to put the align delay over the snare to get a spatial effect. So I'm able to delay the left and the right hand side. So the snare, it's very mono. In fact, it is exactly mono. You can see there. So let's go ahead and put the align delay on here. And let's have a listen. I'm going to bring the left up in milliseconds very, very slightly. If you're in headphones, you'll probably hear this a lot better. And boom, we've got a wide snare. We can keep going, usually around the 40 millisecond mark. Gets a little bit too much. So now it kind of sounds like 2 hits. So really handy little trick there. If you want a really rudimentary way to just get some space in your mono sample, there you go. I mean, it's similar to the technique that I've used a lot, which I'm sure if you watch my videos you're familiar with, where I do the same thing, but I use a filter delay because we have a delay chain on the left and the right. Come on, get in there. We're going to bring the dry down, bring the feedback down on the actual delays, and then we have band passes and a delay time. So it's pretty much the same as doing that. This just gives us a bit more control with the band passes. I find you can kind of put things in different spaces by cutting off various frequencies, and of course you can bring the dry and wet up. So there you go, that is the align delay. Again, a utility. I'm sure some people have a lot more use for this, for setting up their speaker systems and stuff, but that's how I'd use it. Let me know if you can think of any other creative ways to use it in the comments. Let's move on. Let's do one more thing. Let's check out the MIDI shaper. Okay, we'll just stop everything playing. I'm going to go and find this. It is probably in the MIDI effects. MIDI shaper. Let's chuck it on. What do we got? Okay, it looks just like the shaper device. So I'm not going to read the manual. As I understand, this probably has, so whereas this is generating an LFO type thing, this is probably going to be triggered by an incoming MIDI signal. So let's get rid of that. Let's test that hypothesis. So let's just put in some notes like this, hit play, just mute this. There we go. So you can see that this envelope is being triggered every time it receives MIDI. Let's go ahead and put a synth on there. We'll put an operator on there. We'll make it a saw wave. Let's go ahead and map this to the filter frequency. Great. So if I drag this back, like so, we can change our grid size, or we can turn off snapping, so we can bring this back really fast. Got a bit of offset. We should be able to multi-map this. We can indeed. Let's go ahead and we'll put this on fixed mode. Let's map this to the frequency. Okay, what else we got here? So we can do it in rate. Can I bring this one back? Yes, I can. Not that it's going to make too much difference. So it says shift click to remove. So let's get rid of these points. Let's drag this out a little bit longer. We've got, yeah, so we've got depth, echo. So that, oh, that's cool. That actually echoes the actual envelope shape a little bit, and we can specify a time. Cool. Made a heartbeat. We have velocity. Does that, why velocity? I'm assuming that's going to amplify or decrease the y-axis. Random. We have a loop mode, which is interesting. Let's give that a shot. So that's now looping that at a quarter speed. If we make this really fast, we're going to start getting some weird FME stuff. Let's just make this a sine wave. Let's make one nice long note here. Real fast. We can go in milliseconds modes. So we can go 100, which seems to be the shortest we can do. Turn off the filter. So now we're just modulating the frequency of this operator insanely fast. Let's bring the echo down. Let's get a sine. Can we get a normal sine? I don't really want to draw one in. That'll do. Let's go back into this mode. Let's go random. Sorry, yeah, I didn't really mean to get into sound design stuff here, even though it's pretty rudimentary again, but... What if we bring the echo up a bit here? Okay, so a lot of fun there. So that's the MIDI shaper. Again, two really handy devices. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Check out the next video. I'll probably be exploring a bit more of Ableton Live 11.1 beta.